go. Let's go live. Good morning. Hello, I'm Claire Louise Ho from BeHealing.com. Oh, it's not started yet. Oh, it has now. Hello, I'm Claire Louise Ho from BeHealing.com. Welcome to Psychic Cafe. We're in March already. Wow, it's the 1st of March. Well, not for some of you, but it is already for me. How is everyone today? As always, I'm going to get cards out for the collective, channel for the collective, and also do mini reads as well. So if you want a mini read and you're on the live, then check out that pinned comment. It tells you that it's by donation. So super chat, super sticker, or there's a PayPal link in that pinned comment. If you've got a question for your reading, then please put a capital Q at the start of your comment so that I can find it. Interesting. So the energy update. Morning, Maria. Morning, Sabrina. Morning, Meow Meow. Morning, Tasmount. Morning, Kelly. Yeah, the energy update today. Pretty cool. Something showing up, something that's uniquely ours, something that the universe wants us to have, and we might be a bit fearful of it and try and run away from it, even if it's something we've been asking for. Hey, Jen. Even if it's something that we've been asking for. Hey, Timothy. So, very interesting energies. I wonder what that's going to be. It did seem like it had a work feel to it. It did seem like it had a work feel to it when I was doing the energy update and when I was watching the energy update as well. So, card that we've got out first of all today is Be Still a While. Maybe we're going to have to consider this offer or this opportunity that comes in. Hi, Tim. Hi, Arabella. Hi, Tara. To be still a while. I was still a while yesterday. Wow. I was so tired yesterday. I pretty much did nothing. I just ate food. Morning, Chris. Morning, Nadine. That was easy. Yeah, I was so still yesterday. Oh my God. Oh, I watched a movie. I almost watched 2 movies, but I fell asleep instead. Ate food. Stayed in bed. I had such a relaxing day. All I did was went by the pool. That was pretty much it. Oh, and work. I had a heap of readings to do. But I worked. I did like 2 readings, then had a nap. 2 readings, nap. 2 readings. I did it like that, so it wasn't too bad. How was your weekend, everybody? Oh, Mermaid's Love. And this morning I got up early. Mermaid's Love 24. Ready for a day of making videos. Hi, Connie. Mermaid's Love. Love, partnership, support, accord. A man and a mermaid. A loving couple is shown on this card. The woman is a mermaid. Her hair and tail seem to float her through the sky. A man with feathers holds her hand. He grounds and protects her. He is her base. They're from different worlds, water and the sky, but they're complete together, a perfect love union. The differences make them stronger and balanced. They support each other in their own way, but always from a place of respect and love. Well, our guides are going to go on about love today, it seems. Maybe that's what's happening for us. Focus. Not on my fingers. Focus on the card. Mermaid's Love. So, perfect for each other, unique for each other, but kind of different than each other. You lost your cat. You found her, yay. Facing each other again. Facing the same way. Not facing each other though, but they're looking in the same direction. He's got a bird on his hat. Yeah. So they got the differences. but they kind of fit together. I just tried it for the first time, making moderators on here, and it's really easy. Because last week I didn't get a chance. I haven't managed to see most of the comments because I was busy channeling, so I got moderators just in case. Now it's getting busier. Ah, throwing a wrench. Building something. I would call that a spanner, not a wrench. Okay, more cards. So, be still a while, and then we've got the Mermaid's Love there. Yeah, I was wondering if it's going to be relationships coming in, but I didn't feel it. I felt that it's something else. Oh, it could be different from all of us, right? Hey, Gabe. Ericura, blooming. She keeps on coming out. It's your time to shine, and you're coming into your own with the assistance of the goddess of the underworld and prosperity, Ericura. You're being ready to blossom. How cool is that? Morning. Hey, Julietta. Yeah, that's great. Goddess of the underworld and prosperity. See, these goddesses, they're always balanced. They've always got a dark part of them and a light part of them. Always. Every single one of them. Wonder why that is, huh? Because when we're in our power, we've done the shadow work. We're doing the shadow work, and we've done the shadow work, and we're embracing ourselves and loving ourselves. That's why. Got to stand in that power. Great way to take someone's power away. So just be love and light. Takes the power away. Once lost my kitten. Didn't come back at night, the whole night, and then heard her crying. She was up a tree. She was up a tree at the back. And so we all went out in the middle of the night, and my eldest son climbed up the tree to get her. Him. In fact, it was a him. Couldn't come down. But, we're silent. We'd all been out there shouting for him, and he'd just been quiet, not said a word, not meowed at all until the middle of the night. Scary. Did a hair mask this morning. Because I've got lots of videos to make today. Okay, let's get a cat out. Still a little bit low in energy. Or maybe it's just because it's early morning. Erica, I know she keeps on coming out, doesn't she? We're blooming into something. So I'm feeling like this energies today is, we might want to bide our time with it just because of fears that come up. But it could be a relationship that's uniquely yours coming in. It could be a job, project. I don't know. Something that's uniquely yours. Hey, Inner Beauty Alchemist. If you read the pinned comments up there, it tells you how to get a mini read. Hang on. Let's shuffle these cards again. Mr. Gubbins is an indoor cat. After getting stuck on the neighbour's roof for the 4th time. Oh. Yeah, they really shouldn't climb if they can't get down. Had to teach him after that how to climb down trees. He was a bit of a stupid cat, really. My other cat, I had 2 of them at the time, both Russian blues, but he was like Russian blue Burmese, the stupid one, the younger brother. And yeah, it's just, the other one was just so intelligent. And the fluffy one, his superpower was fluffiness. He was so soft. Okay, who have we got here? Serena. She will guide you to the sanctuary at the center of your being, the place of stillness in the midst of the flowing river of life. She knows the language of forgiveness and acceptance. Okay. Be still a while. Right. Okay. So this thing that's coming in, that's perfect for you, there's fears around it, which doesn't really make much sense. Why would there be fears around something that's perfect for you? You think it would just dive in there. But we've got the be still a while card. So maybe the fears that are coming up, it's something around forgiveness and acceptance. If you're quiet for a moment, let your heart soften and open. She can teach you these true words so you may rest your mind in the abode of peace. We cannot control the actions of others, but our perspectives, our feelings, and our choices remain in our power. Choose to be at peace even as you work towards resolution, evolution, and change. It feels exciting. You know when something comes in and it's like, am I scared or excited? Probably a bit of both, right? And you have to calm yourself down. Something that's really right for you, something that you really want, you know? Got to be at peace with it first, maybe, before we can move forward. So many crystals. I ordered a crystal ball. I put it in the group, didn't I, in the Facebook group? If you're not part of the Facebook group, come along, be a part of our Facebook group. It's called Psychic Cafe, No Muggles Allowed. I can't wait for it to arrive. A rose quartz crystal ball. If anyone wants a yes no answer as well, remember I've got my yes no kit now. I might start putting these in the daily reads. It's a green and red crystal for those that never saw it. A green and red crystal, a ruby and aquamarine. So of course the green is yes, the red is no. The green is go, the red is stop. And so if you've got yes or no questions, I've got these now. But yeah, I might use them today. I might use them at the end of each reading so that you can have a yes no question in your mind, and then I'll pull one of those at the end. That'll be exciting. But if you've got a specific one for your higher self, go for it. Crystal ball, I know. It's not that exact one. It's a 600 gram or thereabouts. So we'll see. We'll see how big it is. You got the big one, didn't you? Tracy, thank you for your donation. Hey, Jan. Hey, Heather. Need to find something to put it on. What's all of this? People add me to mailing lists. Does that happen to all of you, or is it because my email addresses are out there so much? I get added to so many mailing lists, so much crap. Tracy. Oh, that's right. You're meow meow. I remember now. Is it worth me keeping JR in my life? Yes or no? Ooh, love yes or no's. Let's find out. Is it worth Tracy, meow meow, keeping JR in her life? Yes. Let's find out why. Yeah, but break. You don't need to be in constant contact, is what I just heard. You don't need to give too much of your energy away. You can give it a break. But there's something for JR. There's something that like for them to show you about yourself. This who am I card, you know. So yeah, it's someone that has some clues for you. But with that, just with that rest card, I'd say you don't need to hang out too often. If that makes sense. Hmm. Let's get some homework out then for today. What's our homework? This weekend I started doing some research about something that I've got, something that I'm going to use. It's on its way to me, a new device that I'm going to be using for a lot of different things. And so I was doing research on that, learning about it before it's arrived. That's what I did before I switched to Apple. I used to have, I don't know what it was, so long ago, a laptop, like a PC kind of thing. And then I decided to switch to Apple. And when I ordered it was, what did I get first? I think it was a big Mac. When I ordered it, it was on its way to me. I started doing the training before it didn't even arrive, the training to switch over to Mac, you know, so that I knew all the different things. The 2-finger, the 3-finger. If you've used a Mac, you'll know what I'm on about. But because I needed to be functional straight away as soon as I switched over to it, because I was running a business, right? And I've kind of been doing the same thing this weekend, learning about this new thing that I'm getting. I'll show you when it arrives. Here's the homework. Hi, Llewllyn. Here's homework today. How can I deepen my trust right now? Yeah, what is it? Something's coming for us. And we've got to trust it, but it's going to make us feel a bit scared, and that's probably because it feels so good. Tim and Chris are now moderators in here because I don't get a chance to look at all the comments, so just in case we get some troublemakers in here. They're here reading it anyway. So I've got moderators now. There are already moderators in the Facebook group. Yeah, it's true, Sabrina, right? We only need to get our dark sides out when it's required. That's the great thing about having the dark side and loving it and doing that shadow work, is that we can use it when we need it. But then most of the time we don't need it. So we don't have to express it very much anymore, but it's there at the ready. The troll alert. We don't get many in here. My energy is kind of powerful. They don't dare. Muggle kickers. How can I deepen my trust right now? Trust, surrender. It's been in so many of my personal readings. As surrender, that surrender word has been coming up so much in my personal readings for me. Trust, surrender, let go of the wheel. You can trust. You can trust yourself. Trust fully in yourself so that you can deepen your trust in others. Trust creates safety, and when we feel safe, we feel unstoppable. Oh, feeling safe in ourselves. Feeling safe in ourselves, trusting ourselves. Today's soul action is let go and trust. Today, find your center in the chaos and be certain with yourself so you can deepen your trust in others. Let go and trust. Be centered. That's why we've got that be still a while. I feel like there could be some really life-changing news, opportunity, relationship, something coming in for some of us that we're going to have to calm ourselves down because it's going to be very exciting. When they see the tools. You're calling yourself a tool, Timothy. Yep, let go, control, and surrender. Trust, surrender. So as always, I'll put this on social media. on my Be Healing page on Facebook, in the group on Facebook, Psychic Cafe, No Muggles Allowed, and on my Instagram, Claire Louise Hay, so we can do the homework together. See, me and Kelly, but it's great minds think alike, hey Kelly? Tim's a till. Yeah, I'll take a picture of that, and we'll do that homework together. Oh, but yes, surrender. It's a tricky one, isn't it? Well, I've got to let go of training for a bit because I've got a real. I can even see that it's funny. This elbow, it's not good at all. I'm in pain. I need to give training a break and go and get another massage on Wednesday. Try and fix it. Yeah, so watch out because Timothy and Chris are on the prowl now. I forgot about that. Yeah, you're the ideal person for this job. You can get rough with people, Timothy. Should we get some tarot out? I did some tarot readings yesterday as well. A lot of people wanted personal readings yesterday for some reason. But I didn't work too hard. I did have most of the day off. Prefects. Did you used to have prefects at school? I wasn't a prefect though because I wasn't perfect enough. I was a smoker. Smokers weren't allowed to be prefects. I wasn't squeaky clean enough. Most of my friends were prefects. But I was kind of struggling in life more than my other friends. So. Yeah, I train hard, I hit hard, I know. I have to do something different. This is my powerful side. It's quite swollen. It's tennis elbow, I believe, that I've got. Boxer's elbow. Okay, the sun was the other way around, but that was from a private. That wasn't from today's shuffling. Let's get some cards out. Let me show you. Some shopping arrived. Look, it's magic. A Dyson hairdryer. It's magic. How the hell did these work? It's gold plated too. I got a gold plated hairdryer. It's awesome. I just used it for the first time this morning. And a golden brush to go with it too. This isn't Dyson, this is something else. I'm not very good at doing my hair. I need to learn. It's swollen now because I had it worked on again. It wasn't swollen before that. But it's cool, yeah. It's very good. And the cool button works really well as well, which is great because I need that a lot in these conditions that I find myself living in. So that's exciting. She usually fixes it this time. Yeah, she usually fixes it completely when I get my weekly massage. And then I do it all over again. it's magic. How does it work? How does it work? I'm going to have to get one of the fans just to be amazed at that too. Because it's magic. I did have to Google it. How do they work? And it said something, but it didn't make much sense to me still. It is. It's so humid in here. It's fluffy. Rocking the self-care Sunday. Yeah. Had the conversation about the aircon in here. The aircon units aren't big enough for these rooms. This is a pretty big room, and it's a small aircon unit for a smaller room. And so me and my neighbours were talking about it, like, now it's getting warmer. Does yours work properly? No, it doesn't. And so they're having to use, they've got a couple of fans. I've got a fan and the aircon. But yeah, my hair shouldn't be looking fluffy. But that's humidity for you. I didn't use one of the frizz masks. It was something else. I can't remember what the mask was that I used this morning. Oh, it was the anti-hair loss. Yeah, that doesn't have the same effect, like the same shine and stuff like that affect the one that I used this morning. It's interesting, the Kerastase things, they do what they say on the tin kind of thing. They do that. Someone commented that on my video, but they really do. If it says it's going to reduce frizz, it does. If it says it's going to make it shiny, it does. If it doesn't say that, it doesn't do it. It's very clear. Ten of Swords, that took ages to come out. Ten of Swords, something painful is over. Hopefully it's my elbow. It's thicker. My hair is thicker considerably. I got my overnight serum stuff in. I've only used it once so far. I'm going to use that tonight. Ten of Swords, so something painful is over. April, what made me choose the products was with my L'Occitane stuff, I got all of that, and with one of the packets they gave me was the almond shampoo and conditioner. I used it and it was like, oh, this is horrible. It honestly, it makes your hair feel like straw even when you put it on. It's just horrible. And I'm like, oh no, the brand failed at the hair care stuff. And then I looked at videos on YouTube of the best L'Occitane hair products, thinking, because they've got like a couple of shampoos and stuff. I think 3. The almond one obviously isn't good for my hair. And when I was watching those review videos, some people were saying that one of them is good, but the review videos, sometimes it wasn't just about those products, it was about other products. And the more reviews, I only watched a couple of reviews, but the more reviews I watched, the more they were going on about these Kerastase products, saying they're the best. So I'm like, okay, I don't need to use L'Occitane hair care if that's not the best. I'll try this Kerastase. So when I checked out their shop, Kerastase shop, online here in Thailand, it was just before the Chinese New Year, so they had all of these special offers. Like the box kits that I've been getting, which make it, I mean, it's expensive stuff still, but when you're buying 3 products and you're getting another 3 products, it's worth it. And bags, so that's how I did it. I chose them because I was researching the L'Occitane hair care stuff and suddenly I heard everyone saying that these were the best. Ten of Swords. Let's see what this book says about the Ten of Swords. Ah, my hair's fine, it is. There's not a lot of it. But hopefully now I'm taking care of it better, there'll be more of it left. Unbroken and stuff. The Ten of Swords is known to show up during difficult life challenges, which are often traumatic, disastrous, or unexpected. I think it's the unexpected part that we've got this time. Or they'll definitely have something for your hair type, April. It's kind of confusing though. If you go on their website, on the carastars.com website, you can actually put your stuff in. I think there's a questionnaire on there, and then it tells you which ones to use. Um, they've got like massive ranges, and even in the one range, there'll be a few different types and stuff. But yeah, don't be scared too much by the prices because you really don't use very much of it, and it works. I mean, it works, so you use less of it. Do you know what I mean? The Ten of Swords is known to show up during difficult life challenges, which are often traumatic, disastrous, or unexpected. This energy that we've got today is something that's unexpected, but it's not really unexpected because it's something that you've been asking for, but it shows up, or the opportunity for it shows up, and it scares you a bit because you want it so much and because it's perfect for you. So that's what's unexpected about it. We've kind of got to the point of expecting that we've got to wait for it instead of it actually showing up, you know? This may be an indication of lying or deceit from someone else with a hurtful outcome of feeling betrayed. Know that despite the hardships, a new phase or beginning will transpire. You might have to fight for it, is what I just heard. No. From processing and releasing this phase of your life, you will learn to move forward with illumination and strength. Yeah, you might have to fight for it. It's the transformation of negative experiences that puts everything else into perspective, in seeing past the shadows into the light which shines through. Oh. Yeah, I remember now. It was one of the videos that I watched that first put me onto the Kara Stars was a lady with hair just like mine. She was making videos too, of course, but she was making videos too for something else, and she had really thin hair, and her video was how she made her hair thicker, and she was using a Kara Stars mask and a couple of other products as well. Not all Kara Stars products, but she had before and after photos and stuff, and it was a significant difference. And she was also the one that said, when you've got hair like ours, you need to get the silk scrunchies and tie your hair up at night because that significantly reduces the breakage and all of that too in the thinning. Oh, it's all straight, but now it's waving. So yeah, find reviews on YouTube about the products, but choose someone that's got similar hair to you. Yeah, that's right. I remember that woman now. I don't know what she was doing. I mean, I don't know what her videos are about other things, but her hair looked just totally different. It was, yeah, thinner than mine even. Thick head of hair with waves. Why? Why, Gabe? Grow it to shoulder length. You don't know how women do what. Put up with it. It's hot. I'll tell you what. Having hair down in this kind of heat can get a bit much. It sticks to the back of my neck. Apart from that, long hair's good. Additional meanings: recovery, enlightenment, release, transformation, self-love, compassion. It's important that you acknowledge all the fears and pains that have been affecting your life. Are you still holding on to grief or hurtful memories from your past? I told you there's something about forgiveness in this as well. Something comes in. It feels like it's going to be a bit of an emotional. It's what we want and it's uniquely right for us, but it's going to throw us into all kinds of emotional stuff. You're still holding on to grief or hurtful memories from your past. It could be that you'll need to face things from many years ago that are still unresolved, which act as roots to the many layers of your anguish. After you've done this, give yourself permission to heal the emotional wounds in order to make room for new opportunities and perspectives. I feel like this new opportunity is the trigger, and we're going to have to be still a while and just get over it and trust it. Forgive. This practice of self-love may also stem from the need to forgive yourself or others, the need to face, acknowledge, and release. Ten of Swords. So something unexpected comes in and it triggers things that we need to let go of. And it's about forgiveness and trauma and stuff. Fears. Oh. I think we've got change coming. Hold on to your hats. Let's get some more out then. Ten of Swords, that's quite a dramatic start, isn't it? Hey, Sandy. Ha! Four of Wands came out. Ah. Okay. Well, we all know what the Four of Wands is, but let's read it out of this. Excuse me. We've got the marriage card out with the Page of Pentacles as well. Celebration, happiness, harmony, surprises, reunions. When the Four of Wands comes up in your reading, it's time to celebrate. You may be attending a special event very soon. This is exciting and may come as a surprise. Most of the time it's something planned, like a wedding ceremony or a birthday. Embrace this feeling of joy and let others around you feel your embrace as well. The Four of Wands can signify you going back home. Feeling supported is something everyone needs. It's the marriage card. Be careful, long hair. Yeah, it is. It's a pain in the heat for sure, having long hair. Okay, so it's got something to do with marriage. You see, for me, this would be my man coming in and saying, tell me that he's got a divorce. That would be like, okay, so now, it's that kind of thing. We've got the Page of Pentacles with it. Let's read him out. Pages of Pentacles. Message, barrier, money news, loyal, nature-grounded ambitions. When the Page of Pentacles comes up in a reading, it can signify you or someone you may know. The Page of Pentacles is a message bearer of good luck and usually an omen in the way of money. This message bearer is always ready for new opportunities. Page is happy, fun, ambitious, and always ready for an adventure. So the Page finds it somewhat difficult to be practical and grounded, but knows that it's necessary for growth and well-being. His loyal, caring nature is on point. This is Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Yeah, it's an exciting message, an exciting opportunity, an exciting thing. It might have something to do with marriage. Got the mermaid's love out there. It could have something to do with relationships for some people. But there's some news. It feels like it's a long-awaited thing. It's going to make you very excited, but it's going to trigger fears. Hey, Alana. First card was Be Still a While. You mean that first card or the first card of these two cards? So a kind of surprise thing comes in, which that triggers us into some kind of fear, and we have to forgive for the past. Forgive for the past. It's a nice, exciting opportunity, for sure. It's news of an exciting opportunity. All new. Stability. Could be marriage for some. Carrots. Still a while. Mm. Okay, I'm going to get another coffee because my throat's acting up. So, I'll get another coffee and I'll get some more tarot so I can still speak. Kelly's birthday. March 2nd. Oh, tomorrow. Yay. Happy birthday, Kelly. On tomorrow. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. I ate so much food yesterday. Ridiculous amount. Ah, okay. Okay. Right, hopefully that'll soothe my throat a little when it cools down a bit. So suddenly stop being able to speak. Thanks, Nadine and April. Nadine. Let's do you guys first before I get some more tarot out. Is Matthew your person, yes or no? Okay, is Matthew Nadine's person, yes or no? Yes. The yes comes out a lot, doesn't it? Let's find out more about that though. Because our higher selves tend to be very positive about people and things because they're just so loving. Oh, interesting. You don't need to figure it out, Nadine. You've got mystery and relax, so relax about it. In other words, like, don't push it. You don't need to force it to happen. You don't need to make it to happen. Just trust. So remember, we've got that surrender and trust. There's a mystery path to it, so that means it's going to be a bit more convoluted, not so straightforward, that kind of thing. Thanks for your donation. Thanks for your donation, April, as well. Are you on the right track? Yes. Yes, you are. There's that relationship balance thing coming up. So, when sometimes we can go, okay, I'm going to focus on my career now, not on relationships at all. Just focus on my career, and then the universe. We get ourselves into a flow there, and then the universe gives us a nudge going relationship. It's like, no, I'm not bothered about relationship, universe. Off you go. And the universe is like, but relationship. I'm getting that kind of vibe from this. Is that there's balance. I mean, that happens with everything really. Is say if we're neglecting our spiritual life or emotional stuff or our health, there's the nudges to get in balance. We can't get totally out of balance and just work on one area of our life without the universe wanting to step in. So for you, April, yes, you're on the track. You're on the right track, but relationship needs to be allowed or worked on a little bit. Have patience with it though. It's not going to be fast. We get this rush thing, don't we? We want to get things done. We want to move ahead fast on our tracks, on our on our paths, like it's a race, but it's not a race. So believing in yourself is where it's at now. So yes, you are. Focus on relationships now, if you're not. Arabella, thanks for your donation. Am I ready to let go of my baggage and go in deep and do the shadow work? Are you ready? Wow. Yes. We're ready for different stages, though, aren't we? What I mean by that is, you want to start your shadow work on the gnarliest of stuff. You'd want to do it bit by bit as it comes up. You got the mystery card here, coming out so much for everybody. Criticism. So criticism is underpinning it, right? So yeah, get started on your shadow work and start with the criticism thing. So we're all critical, right? We can pretend that we're not, but we are. We have to be. It's called discernment. So the positive side of being critical is discerning, right? Yeah. So start there, Arabella. Start with the criticism thing, the inner critic. So it could be that you are around very critical people and you're like, I'm not that. I'm not going to be critical. I'm going to be supportive. But then finding that you went too far down that path so that you weren't discerning anymore and would let all kinds of crazies in. That's what I did. I was around very critical people and I just don't want to be like that. I want to be supportive. I want to be loving. I want to be an encourager. And then started encouraging anyone and anything, even in their bad behavior and stuff like that. Went too far the other way. And then I had to embrace my inner critic. Okay, so it's okay to be critical. Because if you're critical, then you've seen things clearly. So start there, Arabella, with the criticism. So that's probably why the question, are you ready to let go and go in deep? What you're asking there energetically, Arabella, is, am I ready to do the big stuff? It's like you want to go extreme. It's just like start with the small stuff. Yeah. Healing and empower self. So you're on the track, absolutely. Healing yourself, empowering yourself so that you can step into that power. We can't step into our power until we've done the shadow work. So it'll be bit by bit. As you empower yourself, your shadow work might be holding you back because you want to be nice, you know. This is for everyone, really. It's a juggling act, isn't it? The healing, the empowering yourself, the facing what it is that we don't want to be or we don't want to admit to, and all of that, admitting to it so that we can be empowered. Hey, Nina. So that we can be empowered. That's really sore. I'm going to make videos all day. Nadine, you've been with him for 21 years, so you thought you were on the right track. Yeah, it's a good thing it was a yes, right? Alana. What's his reaction to our talk last night? Thanks, Alana. What's his reaction? Yeah, he's getting guidance. Maybe a little bit unsure, but getting the guidance to go ahead and take that risk. So it feels like to open up, taking that risk to open up. He's getting all the right guidance. So what's his reaction? I was getting that little, not startled, but maybe a little bit shocked. But yeah, not shocked, but I don't know how to describe it. Just a bit taken aback. As in, you could be doing something, just keep on doing something, keep on doing something. You've always done it that way, you never question it, and then someone says, "Oh, by the way, you know you're doing that. Is this?" And then you get a bit not shocked, not but a bit taken aback by that, and like, oh, and then think about it, and then get some guidance about it and change it. So these are really good cards. Wants to be supportive, wants to be loving, getting the guidance to take that risk to make some kind of a change. So I guess Alana that it was about some kind of a change, and yeah, they seem to be thinking about it and going with that. Thanks, Maria. Hi, Adrian. Hi, petite princess. Orange card. Be supportive. Yeah, wanting to support you in that, wanting to acknowledge and do that, whatever it was you said. Maria, does my higher self want me to accept an offer from NB if one comes in? Let's find out. I could, yeah. It just seemed to be thinking about it. And getting guidance as well from his higher self on that to go forward rather than get defensive. So, Maria, does my higher self want me to accept an offer from NB if one comes in? Prepare for abundance. Hang on, let's do the yes no. Prepare for abundance. So it seems like a yes to me, but let's see. Yes. Yes, and prepare for abundance, Maria. Prepare for abundance. You might be thinking, oh, yay, this means that I'm going to get a whole lot of money from it. That's not what it means. Prepare for abundance. It's that that offer will help you get prepared for abundance. In other words, the offer will teach you certain things about abundance, preparing you for it. So yes is your answer there. That's good. Thanks, Nina. Nina, what does my higher self want me to tell me today? Oh, you criticism too. Okay. Yeah. Same as whoever else was asking about the shadow work. Criticism. We've got to be critical, right? Hi, Sherry. We've got to be critical because it's called discernment when it's in its positive expression. It's good to be like that because when we're not critical, we will just accept anything. We can't take that too far though and get hypercritical when we don't need to be, like focusing on things that we don't like and just going on and on and on about them instead of turning away, staying in our own lane kind of thing. And so, yeah, you've got facing the inner critic kind of thing and using it wisely, being a bit wiser, to see reality as it is, see people, especially people as they are. You need to be a critic for that because really, you got to believe people when they show you who they are, right? Oh, very interesting. Criticism of abundance. Okay, so it's not so much about people here. Making those connections of your criticism about abundance. So you could have inner criticism going on about abundance, about money, about whether it's okay to have it, and all of that kind of stuff. Again, it's still about doing that shadow work of embracing your inner critic, but then, and when we do that, then we can stop it from working against us. We can call out the criticism that we've got that aren't useful, like the ones for abundance. Seems a few of you are on an abundance journey now. That's good. Sherry, thanks for your donation. Guidance on whether I should send him the message or just wait. Okay, let's do the yes or no, and then I'll get you some guidance out. Sherry, send a message. Should Sherry send a message? No, it's the ruby. It looks purple, doesn't it? The ruby's going purple. That is a no. Don't send the message. Why? The red and green crystals are my yes and no ones. Sherry, guidance on whether I should send them the message or just wait. Waiting. Don't send the message. Wait. There's other stuff going on. It feels like they're overwhelmed right now. Well, the card has come out, but they've got a lot going on. Not really focused on what it is that you'd be asking or that. It feels to me like if you were to send a message, that would be kind of a cry for attention when someone's busy, not focused on it, doing other stuff. Thanks for all of your donations. So that's everybody. Let's get some more tarot out. So we've got the Ten of Swords, the Four of Wands, and the Page of Pentacles. Something to let go of, a surprise, something about relationships, and an offer, which is a very exciting offer, but it's triggering fears. And then we've got the High Priestess. So an inner knowing, an intuitive knowing about this. You intuitively know what you're going to do. I feel like that's what it is. It's an offer that comes in that is it's something that you've been waiting for. You know you're going to say yes to it. So it's just a matter of getting through that, getting through the emotional turmoil that getting what you want puts you through. That's what it feels like. The emotional turmoil that you're getting what you want puts you through. And trusting it. What was this? Peace, being at peace. Like calming ourselves down about it, you know. You've been stressing out about money, Nina. Oh, yeah, it's tricky. It's tricky, that money stress thing. I know. I think it's one of the hardest. Oh, it's like the same card again. I was putting it back in because I didn't want the same card. And I was told to take it. We've got the page. Why are you giving it as a game? The Page of Pentacles again. Something we've imagined. Now it's manifesting. And it kind of freaks us out that it's manifesting because we're just getting so used to it being a carrot and it not manifesting. Let's read it out of this book. There must be something I'm missing about the page of materials there. It's tricky, Nina. It is really tricky, the money thing when we're in fear, because we can't get out of it when we're in fear. We've got to distract ourselves and tell ourselves a different story about it. I mean, what I did with that was when I was in that state. It was self-love, really. It was just telling myself whether I've paid that bill or not, whether I've got money or not, whether I've got debt or not. I'm still worthy of love, and I need to give myself that. Me and my well-being and how I feel is way more important than money. That's kind of the way I got myself out of that and just put myself first, you know. I will. So the page of materials. Let's read it out of this book because when a card comes out twice like that, it's for a reason. Here it is. Page. Entrepreneurial, dedicated, visionary, adept. Your ideas and plans are headed in the right direction, so it's important to maintain a focus on your goals and aspirations. Now is the time to make any concrete plans to take action. The transition phase between dreams and reality. Expansion, good news. Yeah. Was that carrot soup? It looked like carrot, just chunks of carrot and water. I would have got a blender to that. I'm talking about the picture that Timothy put in their group. So the transition phase between dreams and reality. Well, you know, the Wheel of Fortune just keeps on coming out. Things are moving now. Things are happening now. And your dreams are becoming a reality. It's time to take action. Things, as I said, it could be like an opportunity or the actual manifestation itself, but freaking you out. People, the Page of Crystals is down to earth, kind-hearted, ambitious, and individual. They thrive to learn new things and are extremely attentive to detail. More introverted than most, the Page of Crystals feel the most at peace when they're immersed in nature. Their patience and calmness gives them a keen sense of clarity, which also prevents them from making hasty or impulsive decisions. A dedicated, determined personality. Now, watch out for this. Too much discussion and not enough action. So you might want to, if there is forgiveness involved, say if this is like a past lover coming back in, wanting a reunion, this is saying it's time to take action now and do that forgiveness and calm yourself down and get over your own fears. Don't keep it in that, but I can't forgive you kind of phase, all talk and no action kind of thing. A time to manifest plans and dreams. An emphasis on short-term rather than long-term goals. This is what not to do, right? I need to calculate the necessary steps to achieving success. I feel like there can be an opportunity around this time to sort something out, but we need to actually do that instead of staying stuck in the past. Candied carrots. Alana, thank you. Higher self-guidance on your next move since the talk. Your next move. Oh, no action. Time alone, patience. Nothing. It's not your next move. It's their next move. Yeah, focus on other things. You've got freedom, love, joy, service. Focus on other things, not on that relationship. It's their move next, so just let it go completely. Focus on something else. Alana. On freedom, love, and joy. Focus on yourself and getting those things for yourself. Service, work, being of service. Not on them. I know it can be hard. Especially when we're waiting for someone to make their move, you know? But we need to let them do that. Like that game of chess that my guys keep on going on about. Sometimes it's not our time to take action, it's time for someone else or the universe. If we've been doing too much, taking too much control. Remember that surrender card there. How can I deepen my trust right now? You're welcome, Alana. Did the pick a card, Nina? Pick the flower. Yes, for sure, Alana. Wait. Thanks, Deep Time. I think if you're a flower, you will keep on picking the same ones. I have a money request. You sent a money request. You want me to pay your money and give you a reading. Teacher, you did it the wrong way around. You didn't send money, you sent a money request. Pick an ugly flower and see if it changes. There are some ugly flowers here. Yeah, shall I do that? It's a good idea. I've got a new shell. They are similar. It's all right, Deepta. Someone else did it, and figured out how to get rid of it because it lurks, and it lurks right at the top of my PayPal thing, taking up most of the screen when there's a money request there. And I figured out how to delete it to say that I'm not paying it. Told you, the Wheel of Fortune, it's always coming out, and it's just proved me right. Things are moving now. Things are getting moving now. The wheel is turning. The cogs of the universe are turning. Things are getting going now. We had to get out of that Mercury in retrograde, didn't we, for that to happen? But things are actually happening now. Action is being taken. Things are moving now. Things maybe that you're waiting for are coming to fruition now. Actual opportunities and things are coming in. People are coming in. It's happening now. And that's freaky, apparently. There you go. You did it right that time. Deepta, thanks. Your fears right now, Deepta. Deepta's fears. I think yours are carrot, Sandy. But it's all about the guidance. It's not so much about the prediction. It's about the guidance that you hear in that when you choose it. That's what my readings are about. And so, whichever one you listen to, it's getting you aligned with that thing. Yeah. Like the show ones, what was it, 2 or 3 times ago? That just incredible reading. It's probably very unlikely that people are actually at that point, but it was amazing to listen to it. And it would have had a very uplifting effect, a very aligning effect, you know? And so it's not so much about the prediction. The predictions are more of the telling people what they want to hear kind of thing. Because that's what we listen to readings for, right? We don't want to admit that, but our ego just wants to hear what we want to hear. But you see, there's guidance in mine, and that's the important bit. So, Deepta, what about your fears? So that'll be why you're swapping, Sandy. And anybody. Ah. Because love, Deepta. Because of love and allowing love. Because what you think is love or how you've experienced love in the past, it hasn't been love. And I'm not just talking about relationships here. This is about work. It's about receiving in any kind of a way. You might have done a job and not felt love back from it, you know. You might have been in a relationship and it been them telling you that they love you, but then abusing you, you know, and it's like very confusing. It's very confusing when we're in situations like that. Like I've said, like I've channeled is especially about relationships. A lot of us, we haven't even experienced love yet. We haven't experienced it, and we don't know what it is in relationships. We know longing, we know tragedy, we know drama, we know all of that. We link it with love, and we call it love, and it's not. So it's allowing love because you think, oh no, I don't want love because, but really you're saying, oh no, I don't want pain, and I think that pain is love, you know. Ugly flowers. What am I doing? Why am I picking cards out? Oh yeah. Where am I? What am I doing? What are you all doing here? Deepta. Got lost in my mind then. On a tangent. So yeah, your fears are about because you're scared of love. But you're not really scared of love, you're scared of non-love and that experiences that you've had. And so listen to the connections. This is the people, the past, the fears that are coming up, those fears that are coming up for you, Deepta. Listen to them. Who is it connected to? And then look back at it and then see how it wasn't really love. And as I said, this isn't just about relationships. This could be like, I was in a job and I didn't get paid right. I was in a job and someone wasn't nice to me. And not receiving love from whatever situation we're in. To allow it, you need to listen to those, to the fears that you have around the non-love that you've experienced that should have been love. Should have been love. You like the layout of them as? Yeah, I like it. It works better, doesn't it? Hmm. Um, okay. Got the Wheel of Fortune. Things are moving now. I want to read that out as well. I feel like, I said the Wheel of Fortune is out a lot lately, and maybe I'm not getting the whole message from it. Thanks, Nina. Yeah, maybe I'm not getting the whole message from it. The Wheel of Fortune here. Just as the seasons change in an everlasting cycle of energy, so does the path of your life. For every situation, there tends to be an archetypal opposite that keeps the balance intact. Understanding the Wheel of Fortune signifies a state of acceptance that things may be good or bad at any given time. Do not be discouraged by the difficulties or low points. These too will pass. In modeling unconditional love and gratitude, it's easier to identify the positive moments as they come, which manifests abundance into your life. Know that sometimes you may need to take a leap into the unknown in order to move forward. Okay, this is it. This is what I wasn't getting. Know that sometimes you may need to take a leap into the unknown in order to move forward. That's what's happening right now. We're being offered something. It's what we've been asking for. We feel scared. It's going to be a leap into the unknown. We want to know. We want to have those guarantees before we do it, but we can't have that. It's an offer that's coming in, and it's unique and it's right for you, but it's going to freak you out still. And I need to trust it and move forward. You alone have the power to create the life you desire and to overcome any challenges along the way. Look for the lessons instead of giving in to the struggle. This is what the wheel is all about, after all. How can I learn from the choices I've made? How can I set my intentions in order to attract more love and abundance into my life? It's good luck, and it's right, for you. Oh, Nina, what does your love life hold for the month of March? That's a brave question. I don't want to ask that question for myself. Part of today's daily as well. Yeah, it is. Nina, slowly moving forward in your love life and having to initiate something. So having to be brave enough to initiate something, to start something off is what's going to happen. But it's a touch of it. It's just a part of it. It's just some, yeah, it's just a part of it. And why? Why is it not the full-blown thing in March for you? Because of this. And there's so much of this about. Oh my God. But every time, it's like every week because my massage girl, she she picks up energy too. She sees it and she picks it up, and so she knows what's been going on for me that week. She can pick it up on my body and she sees it. Every week now, she's like, "You've got more jealousy on you." Oh God, again, who is it now? It's just, ugh, I'm just so over it. I am literally so over it. But you've got this same thing going on too, is stepping up. When you step up and you get good things in your life, people that aren't stepping up and getting good things in their life, but who could do, they get jealous about it. And it does affect our energy when we're doing that. But my guides keep on saying, you're inspiring them. You are actually inspiring them. The ones that feel positive about it and the ones that feel negative about it. You're still inspiring all of them. We want to inspire and for people to react in the positive and go, oh, wow, you've got that thing. I want that thing too. I'm going to get that thing for myself. Wow, you're so inspiring. We want people to be like that. But we've got to be realistic that some people will be like that, but that's not the majority. The majority of people are going to go, you bitch, you got that nice, you got that great thing. You bitch, you don't deserve it. That's the majority of people, right? And so this gentle, quieted heart is saying, you just have to accept that. So that's why you're only getting a little bit, because you've still got to get over this. You've still got to get over this and accepting. Everyone's got to do this. If you want any kind of success in life, you've got to get over this, other people's reactions, and being okay with that. Yeah, does that make sense? Yeah, this is coming up for me so much. It's ridiculous. Really ridiculous. Itchy. Sandy Bams. Is this guy I'm thinking of a match? Oh, let's do the yes and no. Is the guy that Sandy's thinking of a match? Yes. Yes. But a match in what way? That's the question. A match in what kind of way? Because you probably meant a match in a certain kind of a way. And I just know, I know our higher selves in the universe, they're all going to be like, yes, yes, love them. Because they see this bigger perspective. And we ask it in a muggle kind of way. They answer it in a higher self kind of way. So give us more on this. Yeah, mirror reflection. A match for sure. But again, mirror reflection, what kind of a mirror reflection? What kind of a mirror reflection? The love what is card isn't looking good, is it? Because we get that love what is card out when we don't really want to love what is. Yeah, it's a mirror reflection um, of all of it. It's looking good, Sandy. It's looking good. Go for it. Forgive self. So yeah, you've got a mirror reflection here. So of course they're not only going to mirror back to you the things you want them to mirror back to you. They're going to mirror back a lot of different things to you. So go for it. Now, what's this forgive self card about? Decisions you've made in the past. that didn't turn out so well, maybe. You need to forgive yourself about that. Whatever it's bringing up for you, this match that you've got here. Forgive yourself for that, past experiences. Right, one final tarot card. The final tarot card is the Six of Wands. Advancement, recognition. The Six of Wands is the victory card. We're going to get victory in this. You're going to get victory in this. This whole story. It feels like we've had to wait for this for quite some time because we've had to do a lot of inner work to get to this point, and I'm still not quite ready, but it's going to come in anyway. And then you deal with things on the fly. You deal with stuff that comes up in yourself on the fly. That's what it feels like to me. Not a carrot. Yeah, there's probably some slowness to it. I think there is with everybody, Sandy. I really think there is with everybody. Higher self-guidance for Nadine. Thanks for your donation, Nadine. And Gabe. Nadine, higher self-guidance. Take the risk. So do something, but don't tell other people about it. Don't tell other people that you're doing it. See, this is what I'm asking myself now, or I was yesterday, because of this whole jealousy thing coming up again for me. I'm like, well, maybe I'm just sharing a little bit too much about my personal life in here on my channel and stuff. But really, it's in here, isn't it? I don't really share that much in my videos. Maybe I'm sharing a little bit too much. So that's me. That's my fears kicking in, right? And going, maybe I can protect myself from this. Maybe I can stop it from happening. And my guides are like, no, do it. Share it. Anyway, but this is different. This is about, Nadine, sometimes when we share things, we do it because we want validation from people, especially if you're about to take a risk. You're about to take a risk and you're not sure you're going to take it. So you tell other people hoping that they're going to say, yes, go for it. Yes, go for it. And oftentimes they won't. Oftentimes their fears win out and they say, you're scared of it. Don't do it. And so take the risk anyway. Yeah, before I moved to Australia, do you know how many people said, oh, yeah, that would be great? Probably like one or two. And then hundreds said, don't do it. You take your problems with you, all of this. Like, it was an amazing thing. It would have been the same about moving here, too. The majority, by far, the majority of people cave into their egos and fears. They're just living in that, in fear. So, take the risk, but keep it quiet. Don't seek validation outside of yourself. Seek it inside of yourself. Let yourself have a good time. Allow yourself to have a good time, Nadine. Take that risk. Be a bit more blasé about it, and not sharing what you're doing so much with other people that you know are going to come from fears. Okay, been thinking about making a deck based on an old Egyptian images. Ooh, well, that sounds interesting. Should you do it? Let's find out. Adrian readings are by donation. Check out that pinned comment. You're pretty quiet. Those quiet ones you got to watch though, Nadine. That'd be a no, Gabe. Interesting. Why? I want to know why. It could be a not ready for it yet. Hang on. Why is that a no? Because that seemed like a pretty good idea to me. Interesting. Okay, because it's a hiding behind something thing. Right. So, I'll let you know a little bit about what I did in my progression in my business. When I was shifting to online and writing books and stuff like that, doing a lot of webinars and things, there was an aspect of me with the book writing, and I was also creating a deck, and those decks never happened because it was I recognized this energy. It was a hiding behind it. It's like, how can I do it without? How can I put myself out there without it being scary, without me really putting myself out there? It's that kind of an energy. So I think that your deck will be done once you're out there. You see, probably if I'd made a deck now, if I had the inspiration or inclination to do that, it would probably be the right time for me to do that now. Well, obviously not, because I'm not having that, or maybe it's just not in my path to do that. But I feel like it will be down the line, because I was hearing about the weight. So you got the red crystal there saying no. But this is about you transforming first and putting yourself out there and not trying to do something where you can still hide. Yeah. So I feel like it will eventually come about. Disappointed, April. I know, I wanted to see that deck. I'm sure we will. But it's not going to be soon. Okay, let's get some more cards out for the collective. So maybe you're going to be helping people in a bigger way first, okay? And then once you're out there, do things like that. In between worlds at the moment. So whatever we're waiting for, it's not actually happening yet, or we're getting the offer, but we're not stepping into it, or we're on our way. Just breathe. It's going to be nerve-wracking. We're going to be freaked out because it's perfect. It's perfect for us. We're going to be freaked out. Oh, I got all nervous then. It might be the coffee then. Ha. Oh. Hang on. It's not time for those. It's time for these. That's actually hard to pick that up with my elbow hurting like this. Yeah, it sounds like a great idea. The deck. Just sounds like a great idea. Dream just came back to me that I had last night. This instigated it. Tree. Affairs with your family. It's family stuff going on. Family tree. No. It's more just family stuff. It might not be blood family, this. But it might be for some of you. Affairs with your family. You know, I've told you all that it's one of my biggest wishes, is that wanting to experience a loving family and maybe take that beyond what anyone has experienced before. A period of frustration, lessons to be learned, but important lessons to be learned, lessons that we have to go through first. You know, like someone's reading just then. It was like, yeah, go for it, but this is going to come up. Something like that. It's an important lesson needs to be learned. I don't feel like it's massive frustration, but as I said, I'm picking up from this. Something's coming in that we're almost ready for. It comes in, and then we have to do that last bit of clearing up. That's what that fear and trust is about. Is that last bit of clearing up to do. I have to open myself to the world, not hide behind the cards. Yep, yep. Back to the basics. Get back to the basics. Simplify things. Yeah, we've not got to, whenever this offer comes in, whatever it is, don't let our fears keep us in that past way of well, why didn't you do this before? Well, what about the, just in that past of our letting our fears speak out. And we had that in a card, didn't we? Don't keep, just take action. Don't keep on talking about it. Don't stay in the past. Get back to basics and um, simplify simplify things. It could be, say, if this is a relationship, you might want to go through all of the crap and stuff like that because there's forgiveness involved in this. But this is saying like just get back to the basics. Do you love each other? Can you move forward from here? That kind of thing. Is the love and the respect there? Is the willingness to invest in this relationship there? If so, yes. Get back to the basics. So if this is like a job offer coming in, you don't get too complicated about it. Like, does this got the pay? Has this got all of this and that? Is it right? You might want to not complain about that, but be too in that because that's about the fears. Instead, forgive that and just get back to the basics and trust and go ahead and say yes to that job offer. It could, it's something like that. Stage fright. Yeah. New home, new attitude. This card has been coming out a lot. A new home, a new attitude. New attitude, then new home. We're stepping into something new. We're going to have a victory with it. That's good. Okay, that's enough of them. And it takes time, that Gabe, I mean, like I said, didn't I say it in the energy update today? Go check out my first videos. It takes time. You get used to it, You keep on doing something, you get used to it more. This card came out before. Why? I don't like this card. Thanks, Deepta. Act as if. Be flexible. The chameleon's flexible, right? It changes its appearance depending on what it's sat on. It's acting as if. Yeah, maybe you are. Maybe if you don't feel ready for it, if you're unsure about whether you're ready to say yes to this thing, just do it anyway. Act as if you are ready. Thinking about buying a home. I was talking about building a home. Chameleon spirit, act as if. So we might need to just move forward with this. Act as if. If you don't feel ready, just go for it and get ready on the way. As I said, I don't feel like there's a lot to surpass, but I feel like there is something you're going to feel not ready. Let's do Deepta's question. Deepta, general guidance. Thanks for your donation, Deepta. General guidance with Deepta. I don't know whether I can use those yes or no crystals for the general reads, because each time that I've used them this time, the guides have been laughing at me because they're like, ha, you think you're getting a definitive answer? It's like, well, I'll show you this one, but it's complicated. They've been laughing at me every time I've got those out. They're laughing because they're playing games with us. Because we want black and white, and it's never black and white, right? Or maybe I should just do it for fun. Deepta, general guidance for you. Deeper, deeper, deeper. Go deeper, deeper into the lies you're telling yourself. Wow. Yeah, our ego tells us so many lies. Sometimes to make us feel right about something we did in the past. I feel like this has got something to do with this offer that's coming in. You might want to say no. Say if someone's hurt us and then they want to be friends again or something, and we might start telling ourselves a lie to say no to them. When our ego makes things up, like, but this, I don't know, I can't think of an example, but I think you will know what I mean. Our ego comes up with things and it's like, no, it's definitely that. They definitely did that, and they definitely meant that by it. That was, yeah. So they might have said something and they might be saying, oh, I'm sorry, I never meant that by it. But we start telling ourselves a lie, like, yes, they did mean that by it. I know that they did mean that by it. And and that's just to be right. It's our ego trying to protect us. It wants to be right. It wants us to be right. So you've got some little lies going on inside of yourself, and it's asking you to go deeper, deeper, go deeper into those lies that you're telling yourself. It's a protection. It's a protection mechanism. Ah, interesting. It's interesting that I used that example. Someone comes back and apologizes. You get past those lies, but does it mean that you still let them in and back? No. You've got to forgive them and move away. Still move away, but you don't have to do it in a telling yourself lies kind of way. You know what I mean? So there could be somebody trying to come back into your life, just for your part of it, just so you can address those little lies that you're telling yourself, but then still realize that you don't want to be around them, so that you can forgive them and move away from that, so that you don't need to keep on manifesting people like them. So even though we're forgiving someone, even though we're not telling ourselves lies about it anymore, we can still say, I forgive you, but no, I don't want you in my life. And you still move away from that. Forgive them and move away from it. You see, that's why your ego is telling you lies, because it doesn't want you to go back there. And so it's right. I told you, our egos are there for a very good reason. It's trying to protect you from these people. But you can let go of those lies and then forgive them and decide to move on anyway. That's the higher level of functioning. When you don't need that ego to tell you lies, to keep you away from that person, because you can make a good decision in yourself with boundaries and be strong and say, no, I don't want to be around that person, they're toxic or whatever, even if they didn't mean that thing by it. Make sense? I like that. I like that guidance. Let's get some more animals out. So the chameleon spirit, act as if. Not fully ready, but act as if. Just go into it anyway, because you've got what it takes. Things don't show up before we're ready. And so if something's showing up, it means you can go for it and get ready along the way. The mini reads, Adrian, the by donation. You haven't donated, that's why. Just read the pinned comment. Dove spirit, be at peace. Same as that cat said, be at peace. Be at peace with this. We're about to go through a transformation. We've been waiting for it, this offer that's coming in, and it's going to be a surprise that you've been waiting for. It's not really a surprise, is it? It's going to be, you've just got so used to waiting, is what I'm feeling. It's going to shake it up. It's nervousness, it's fear, it's excitement. It's all of it. Time for a deep dive. Let's deep dive with a deep dive. Swan Spirit, time for a deep dive. You know, the swan, it comes up about relationships. A deeper kind of relationship, going deeper with a relationship. It could be that a relationship's coming back and it's time to go deeper with that. Really getting to know each other. Deciding to set off on a new path. What else shall I get out? Let's get some of these out. Apocalypse. It might feel like your world's falling apart. It's going to be in a good way, though. Yeah, Ten of Swords was the first card out. There is something to let go of, but it might be a comfort zone. It might feel like your comfort zone is falling apart. It's not really a world that's falling apart. Your world's coming together, but it's more of a comfort zone thing. That's what I'm hearing now. Apocalypse. The apocalypse. It's the end of the world. The sky's falling. Oh no. It's what our ego tells us. It's the apocalypse. It's never been true, right? That's why it's so funny that someone on my... Remember last week when we had that homework about money? And someone said there's no point in getting money because of the apocalypse. Oh dear. It's here. There is something to let go of. It's a resistance. You know when you finally cave in. You know when you've been hurt by someone and they're trying to come back to you, but you've got all that resistance there, and you're like, no, you hurt me, and then you finally give into it, and you finally open up, and you get that release of emotions that comes with releasing resistance. Oh, what was it I said in the energy update? It was it's like having a baby, and when it actually comes time to give him birth, you're like, no, I'm scared, I want to push it back in. An emotional, not outburst, but the emotions come out when we cave in and when we find that peace. That's what this Between Worlds is about. It's about our resistance. Chicken! Hello. Where have you been? My chicken's in the house. Pushed out of the comfort zone. Pushed out of the nest. Oh, that's exciting. these two that came out together, the vision and the offering, a vision that we've had. It is something that we've wanted. It's something we've been asking for. It's being offered to us now. Yeah, the cicadas are really loud. I hate cicada season. Oh my, it's too much. They hurt my head. Yeah, you heard how loud it was when I opened the door there. Oh my God. And when they just start up in a tree next to you, it's like rattles your brain. So we're getting what we wanted offered to us. And it freaks us out. Chicken's been hanging with the other people that live here. Arabella, retracted your question because Gabe called you out. Well, I have a face off with my family and stand your ground. Ooh, fight, 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 fight. You could do that if you want, Arabella, but I would recommend not doing that. One of the most important parts of my healing journey was to realize that I could never, ever sort it out with my family, and it wasn't my place to, and to just walk away, to surrender it. I feel like it's not something that can be sorted out. We think it should. We think it should because we think, oh, the people that give birth to us and are our blood family should love us. But why? Why, when we know that the majority of the people are messed up and haven't healed themselves? They should be able to love their blood family, even though they can't love themselves and anyone else. It's just not true, is it? And so it doesn't matter whether it's blood family or not. There's no shoulds about it. If people can't love, they can't love. So I would say, see this, talk to someone. It's like, get help. Like, you see, I came to that realization while I was getting help, while I had a counselor. And it wasn't that she directly told me that, but it helped so much because it's about you, it's not about them, right? Yeah, I would let go the trying to sort it out, because you're not going to sort it out. What you can sort out is yourself. Not to fix that situation, not to repair those relationships or anything, but you can just fix yourself so you can have a nice life with other people. Talk to someone. It's like, get help in that. Get a counselor or something. Get a therapist or something like that. It suggests to me that you already know who you want to work with on this, or what help you can get, or it's been shown to you already. Own that idea. You already know. Um, you're never going to win that fight that you want to have. You're not going to change. Gabe, high self guidance for you. Thanks for your donation. I just realised Christine's not here today. Christine popped into my head. Gabe, high self guidance. Work this moment. What can you do right now? What can you do right now? Yeah, not like fantastical projects that you aren't able to do and end up just being in your head, imagining these big things that you can do in the future. This is saying start where you are now and do something right now, something that you can do in this moment now. And allow yourself to get past that resistance. Yeah, so it's resistance that has you in fantastical ideas, keeps you in your head imagining stuff instead of just getting on with the first step, or just getting on with something smaller right now, with something that you can do now. So allow yourself to move past that resistance. Has you imagining big, big things. Sue, thanks for your donation. If you move to Sydney, will my boys manage without me? Oh, interesting question. Wow. Interesting. You've got communication coming and communicate. What a combination of cards. So, right, this is good. Um, yeah, they'll manage without you. In fact, it will be good because it will get them to communicate more. They, I'm getting the feeling from this that you're the one that does the communicating here, Sue. And when you're removed from the equation, they're going to have to communicate. It's a good thing. It's kind of pushing them into that, taking the lead in communications and stuff like that. You know, I used to send Christmas messages to some people in my family. And then one year, I just thought, is this reciprocal at all? I wonder what would happen if I stopped. You know what happened if I stopped? Nothing. None of them got in touch with me. I'm like, it's not reciprocal. And I realized that I was doing it just to get something from them because, of course, they'd respond to it. And then I'm like, oh, I'm getting some love. I actually wasn't getting some love. It was a bounce back. It wasn't a love back. Do you know what I mean? I'm picking up something similar in that your communication is making you think that they're communicating and they're not. Communication is more of an instigation thing. It's easy to message someone back, okay. It doesn't mean that you're thinking of them and you're actually trying to communicate with them. Do you know what I mean? So it's going to be good for them in that way. Let's find out more. So they won't only manage without you, or actually instigate things, and you might see it as a wrongness, because of course, if people need to give more and communicate more, then they're not going to like it when they're pushed into that. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, and for you, don't judge that second question. Could you move here instead? I think you going is best. Um, yeah, as I said, because it's. But don't judge that decision. Of course, so you're going to put them through something, right? Which is why you're judging yourself for this decision. But what your higher self is saying is that it's actually putting them through something that's going to help them grow and give more love, and it's going to instigate that in them. Yes, they could have a kickback about it, but don't judge yourself about that. I would say go to Sydney. The reason that you would try and decide not to would be to try and shield them. It's like an enabling thing. I don't want my boys to have a lesson. I don't want them to grow. I don't want them to have some kind of a challenge so they have to step up and do something better for themselves. Justin. Cat sense change is coming. Chicken, do you sense a change coming? She didn't answer me. Let's get our heart out. Yeah, I remember that clingy phase that she went through. She came out of that. That was weird. She's just normal again now. Normal cat-like self. I do like these energies. It just makes me feel a little bit nervous though. Probably time for them to learn some of those lessons then too. Transformation. You use the power of love to move through illusions and shift into awareness. Mm. Big shifts going on right now. Big transformations going on. I want to get something else. Dare I get a relationship card out? Yeah, okay. Two cards came out. Trust your romantic feelings. Trust your feelings. Trust your heart. This situation is calling you to have faith. Faith and trust. It's come out so much, hasn't it? Ah, okay. That's today. Trust your romantic feelings. Okay, let's do it. Let's trust our romantic feelings. Check in. That's today. Okay, so let me know, everybody. Let me know what arrives. It does feel like something significant will be starting. An offer will come in around this time that you're almost ready for. Let's see if it does. Or is this just really getting us ready for it to be about to happen? I was thinking that it could happen any moment now. We get ourselves prepared. We go through that nervousness. We think about it. We're like, oh, maybe another stage of letting go of that ego kind of stuff to prepare for when it actually does happen. Is it a carrot or is it not? Let me know. Part of our transformation. But are we ready? Are we almost ready, like those cards say? Or still getting ready? Who knows? Are we ready? Are we ready? Let's see. Are we ready? Yes. Ready for what now? You see the laugh. Every time I get one of these out, I hear my guys go, every time. We're ready. There we go. Let's do it all over again tomorrow. Have a good day, everybody. Thanks for coming along. Thanks for all of your donations and all your support, as always. I wonder if I have to add you as moderators each time. We'll see next time anyway. Thanks for being moderators, Chris and Timothy. That was fun. See you, everybody. Have a good one. Bye. See you tomorrow.